Hello. It's been a little while. I'd like to show you what I've been up to. So, this is the new and improved cricket breeding grounds. And it's all for this guy. Say hi, Rex. He's not much of a talker, but he's a pretty leopard gecko. And I didn't want to go to Petco for him every week. And, the pandemic is just a whole nother reason to have some fun breeding crickets. So let me sort of walk you through what we did here. It's no real different than what I had set up before, just sort of in a bigger place. So that way I can use the other container for the crickets that just hatched. And I'll show you those crickets in a separate video hopefully soon. It's hard to see them right now. So all these little sort of houses, that's to sort of allow the crickets to get places to hide, mostly from each other, to be honest. If they don't have enough space, enough habitat, then they'll actually start to compete and start to kill each other. I think I talked about that before. So you got to make sure that there's plenty of space, so that way they think they have their own little home, and that way they won't engage in too much competition and start to attack each other. You'll also notice that in the center there, I've got some sort of lettuce greens and apple slices, and then that's crushed up cat food. So that's obviously all the stuff for the nutrition for the crickets. The cat food has a lot of proteins in it. And then we've got all the salad greens and the apples that provides more of the sugars and water and things like that they need. I've also got a sponge in here, and I just poured some water in here too. And it's important I keep the sponge in there so they can just walk on it and drink from it, because they'll actually drown if you have the water too high, especially the little guys. So putting a sponge in a little water container is a good idea. See, this guy's munching. Now this is a female. And you can tell it's a female because that little black protrusion that's coming out of the back, out of the butt, we call that the abdomen of the cricket. And so that means that it's a female. And I don't think it's fully grown yet because it's not super long. But when it is super long, they take that big protrusion, and if they're ready, they'll stick it in here or here. These are the breeding pits. They have some soil in, just some topsoil without any fertilizer or anything. And they'll stick their little, what they call it, an ovipositor. It's like a sort of a needle thing, and that's where they release their eggs into the soil. And then after a little while, if the eggs are getting enough moisture and enough heat, then they'll hatch in about a week. And I just got some nymphs. My cricket eggs just hatched. So I'm going to show you that video in a little bit. If you have any questions about what I'm doing here or how to set up your own, I'd be happy to give you some tips. Just hit me up in the Discord chat or talk to me via YouTube, okay? These guys are super fun, actually. I'm really enjoying setting up these little farms. Okay, talk later. See ya.